Well, don't look at me in the eyes like that.
Why not?
Wait, we didn't even like clap to do like an intro. Here, clap. All right. No, that's good. Because as long as you clapped, I can get the friggin' stuff in sync.
Oh, so you just use it to like to put it in sync?
Yeah.
Oh,
Clap one more time.
makes sense.
It's off. I'm just kidding. I know.
But what should we talk about, man? What is there to talk about?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, dude, I don't know. I mean, you got some spiders laying next to you.
Yeah. Dude, but actually speaking on tattoos, just because I saw mine.
We weren't speaking on tattoos at all.
Well, to be on the topic of tattoos, because I just looked at mine, but I've been wanting to get like a fucking tattoo recently, man.
I've been wanting to get a tattoo too. I mean, as well. A tattoo too.
As well, yeah. Because, well, I already told you, I'm going to get Gabe's one just fucking covered up with like a band.
A band of what?
No, that's what they're called. It's like the ones that like go fully around. Then that's called a band tattoo.
But like a band of...
No, it's not a fucking band. Just a fucking... Fuck you.
Like, are you going to get... Instead of it saying dead on your knee, it's going to say like... It's going to say...
It's going to say the Grateful Dead or what?
It's going to say the Strokes. Because you be stroking my dick all the time.
You really going to put our business out?
Oh, man. What is there to talk about, though? I mean, there's Baby Yoda over there.
Dude, that's... Bro, the fucking... The head, bro, it looks so fucking weird.
Dude, it's funny because if you sit like... I don't know if it's staring... No. I don't know if it's staring at you right now. But there's like a position on the couch where if you sit on it, it like looks exactly like into your eyes.
I think it's like right here. Because I can see... Because right here... right here it looks like it's kind of staring right here, but... Yeah.
Yeah, because I was eating lunch the other day in here with Gabe, and I just sat down, and then I looked at it.
I'm going to bring it over here just so that they can see what weird ass shit we're talking about.
It's my piggy.
Look at this fucking dude's head, bro. You can't even see. Look at that.
That almost looks like your head.
That's why I'm wearing caps now.
That's funny. I have a stupid laugh. It's probably going to be even dumber on the freaking like microphone.
I don't know if it can get dumber than it already is, but...
Fuck you.
What? You took the thing off?
Oh, yeah, because it was... I mean, yeah, because it wasn't sitting correctly on there. So it ended up just kind of coming off when I put the condom on.
Oh, what? We got 2 microphones, but we don't know how to set it up together.
Well, we do know how to set it up together. It's just right now I don't have freaking Wi-Fi on my computer. And we got 2 of the same microphones, just so both of us can kind of hold it. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a freaking like audio interface, just so we don't have to connect via USB, so I can connect like through. Fuck, I don't want to sound like an idiot. What is this called? I don't know. Through the other adapter, not USB.
Cable that came with it?
Yeah. Because usually that kind of, and like it's better. I don't really know how, but I mean that's kind of like an audio specific. Yeah. I think USB just kind of transfers all data, so there might be like some interruptions there. But I think like the other one is just specifically audio data.
Nah. I will back onto tattoos. I was actually thinking about getting another one. Like, I don't know, because I mean, I only have 2 tattoos, but they're both on my right side, so I just kind of had this idea, like...
Wait, can you stand up and show us exactly where they are?
I would actually have to pull my pants down, because these...
No, but like, just kind of like point at
it. so I got this one right here, and I got this one right here. Bro.
Thank you.
Dude.
But anyways, continue.
But yeah, like, so I don't know if I should get, like... just kind of like popped into my head, but I was like, oh dude, what if I just get like any tattoo that I get, just get it on my right side, and then just kind of have like my left side just kind of be like clean skin, and then like any tattoos I have will just be on my right skin. You know, like I thought it would be pretty cool, but like I don't know,
Yeah, that sounds stupid as fuck. So
Yeah, that's.
just kidding. No, I mean I was kind of thinking the same thing where it's like if I'm gonna get tattoos, I'm only gonna get it on my right leg, just because I don't want the like I just want to get like one like sleeve on my leg if I were to get more tattoos. I do have like just the one, but I've been thinking about getting like this kind of like a goat in a space suit, you know?
That's. I don't really, like. It's weird, because I always thought that you'd be kind of like more of a person to be like, oh, I'm gonna get tattoos of like shit that like not in a bad way, but like just kind of like meaningful stuff, like, oh, like, like my dad died, so I'm gonna get like fucking dad, like whatever year he was born and like what year he died or some shit. Cause like you just kind of got that tattoo like kind of like randomly, and like this goat tattoo in a space is just. I'm not saying it's not like a good idea, but just you just seem like you just you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like I mean it is random, but it's kind of like something that I've been thinking about just like for almost like 2 years now, I think. But my idea for it, it's like have you seen like the Toon World Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
No.
Oh fuck. Well, if you want to pull it up on your phone. Never mind.
I'm good.
No, it's just like it's like a cartoon style, but not like old. Oh, kind of like Ren and Stimpy style. You know that it's
show, I never watched that show, but like
right there.
yeah, it kind of always gave me a weird fucking vibe.
Dude, that show was so fucking funny.
I don't know, man. I just kind of saw that shit. I'm like, bro, like that's some shit fucking a serial killer was, bro.
Yeah, that show was fucking bad, dude. But like kind of like Ren and Stimpy style, kind of like really overly animated, you know. And then it's gonna, but like the main focus is gonna be on like the face, and then like the background focus is gonna be on all the like little gadgets of the suit. And I think I want it to be kind of like not just on all fours, but kind of like all fours spread out, just so it's like whoa.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you like, did you want? Because I mean, I guess you answered it, but I was gonna ask you like, would it be like a goat like I guess like in an animal stance where like it just like on all fours, or like would it kind of be like humanized where it's like standing on two legs and has like two arms and shit?
No, have you seen those videos of like cats or dogs in those like zero G rooms? Like the ones where like they put like a cat to try to test its kind of like mobility, because you know cats have that thing where it's like they're able to like center themselves, so they're able to stand up on their feet when they fall.
No, I just know that cat always lands on its feet or some shit, but yeah.
So when they put cats inside like rooms with like zero G's, like the airplanes that kind of go up and down to simulate zero gravity, they end up just being like, because they don't know like what to do.
Yeah.
And I would want it to be like freaking out. And then you know how goats have the Squidward eyes, the like lines in their eyes.
Yeah, I know what you mean, like the Naruto Sage eyes.
Sure. And then kind of have it like spaced out, because it's gonna be like in space, and then I want to get like Saturn and Jupiter just kind of like in the background, and maybe just like a star, like a singular star or something. But it just sucks because I have this tattoo on here, and it's not gonna be the same style.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Cause like, well, your stepbrother Gabe, like, he has a bunch of tattoos, but like, I feel like, I haven't like looked at them closely, but I don't think they're all the same style. But I feel like once you get to the point where you have as many tattoos as he does, like, it doesn't really like matter. So I mean, like, that's what I like about Gabe's, cause like, it's just like I don't want to say random shit, but like he has a bunch of them that like are kind of like they're not really like alike.
Yeah.
But it's still like pretty cool, like, But.
Yeah, like it's just funny because he has. So the way his like body shaped, he has this like hardcore indent in his chest. Yeah. Because you know how you section like where your ribs are? His goes like all the way in. So he wanted to get the tattoo that he has on his chest. I don't know if you remember it, but it's like a triangle with a moth and then an eye inside the triangle. Yeah, he wanted to get it like right in the middle, but like his uncle that did it for him, he wasn't able to like put it right there just because of his like weirdly shaped chest. But yeah, like it's cool because he has a lot of the same like this style. I don't know what like old school style, but then he also has like a lot of like hyper realism, not hyper realism, but just like kind of like portrait. Like he has the two portraits on his legs and everything. Frida Kahlo, and then the other artist, I don't know what his name is, but then he also has like just the lines going right there. And then what else does he have? His tattoos are pretty cool. But yeah, I also want to change this one. I'm not gonna lift up my leg so they can see it. So what? It's just a old,
with like a dagger.
yeah, and then the tip of the dagger has blood on it, and it's like you said, it's just going through the skull, and it's like old school style, I guess. But what I would want to do is change the dagger into a pair of scissors. Just so, and then have like the other scissor kind of coming not inside the skull, but just like outside the skull. And then that would kind of be like a tribute to my sister because she's a hairstylist.
I get it. I don't know how. I feel like that might be a difficult task on the tattoo artist.
I think so.
Just because of the way that the dagger is like angled and shit, and like the handle, is not gonna be like a. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just kind of like weirdly shaped. It'd have to be like a big ass fucking pair of scissors.
I mean, that's how it is. Like honestly, it's pretty fine. Yeah, that's.
I'm making it dance.
Bro, my calves are buff as fuck, man. Not even gonna lie.
We don't need to fucking know that on this podcast. This is the fat the fat boy podcast.
It's just random stuff we're gonna be talking about just for the first episode. Maybe later on we'll kind of get our shit together and be like, all right, we're gonna like.
Yeah, so I'm
more about this or some shit. I don't know, man.
I know I'm already getting freaking sore over here. Just
I can hold it if you want.
No, it's alright. I'll hold it unless you want to hold it.
I mean, I don't really care. Here. Oh shit, that's heavy, man. No, but yeah. Wait, so like the fucking goat tattoo. So would you just start off with the goat and then like add on to like it later, like with the space shit, or like you said you wanted like Jupiter and stuff in there, like would you add that on later, or would you like get that all together? Because I feel like all together it'd be like a long session, or maybe even multiple sessions, and then like it'd be like a fat price on that.
All right, you're gonna hold it then. Just kidding. That's uncomfortable.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. Like, it's just like it's fine the way you're holding it. It's just like this is like weird. I feel like I'm being interviewed.
You're not that guy, bro. You're not that guy.
Like I think I would have to end up doing it all in one session, just because like I'm not just gonna get like a whole goat and then get the tattoo, like just get it covered, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
With like the suit, so I would have to get the goat in the suit first, for sure. But then I mean, like drawing like planets and stuff like that, I feel like wouldn't be too much. Plus, I'm not gonna get it like big, It's probably just gonna be something like kind of coming around like that. If that makes sense.
And then you said you only would get it like any tattoos like only on your right leg, like nowhere else, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it would just be like right here. They can get one all the way up to my penis and they just cut it off right there.
Just cut off your penis?
Wait. No. Dude, I wonder if I could get like what would be like a good balls tattoo.
Like for your balls.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like that'd be painful as fuck. But like,
but someone's gotta do it.
remember those like fucking those like clackers that were on Drake and Josh?
The like Mexican ones? The ones that you go.
Well, in the show they didn't specify that it was a Mexican toy. They just called them clackers. So I don't know why you're bringing my heritage into this, my culture.
Wait, is that not like a Mexican thing?
I don't know, dude. Like honestly, I'm not sure. I've been to Mexico a few times. I've never really seen those. What I've seen is that they have like I don't know what the fuck it's called, but it's like I don't know if you guys seen Chavo del Ocho, but like like the little stick with like the little like barrel thing. Yeah. They have a bunch of those. They have the other thing that's like that, but like the ball and then like it has like a kondama or something. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, they have those, but like I've never really seen them have like clackers and shit.
The two like cheap cheap Mexican toys that I've seen are the clackers. And then I don't know if you remember, but it's like a bunch of wooden pallets.
The magic blocks or something.
Yeah, the ones where you go like that, and then they all kind of dominoes down, and then you go like that, and it all dominoes down again.
Honestly, dude, like those things are so cheap, but like I'll be passing by like in the centro like of Oaxaca and shit, and like I'll see them, I'll pick them up, bro. I'll play with them for like a good minute, bro. Like, and I'm just like, bro. Like I'm like, oh, here's $5 just for like a good time, bro. Like that shit was fun as fuck.
I know. I used to freaking like get those when I was younger. When I would go to like Mexico or something like that, I would get those, and you could just like walk down the street just. And it's like a constant dominoes.
Yeah, you know? Dude, that's the original fidget toy, dude. Like, fucking fight me on that shit, bro. Like, cause it's literally like I don't know, bro. Like, you could do that shit like while not even paying attention to it, and like just the clacking of it just fucking like soothes you.
Yeah, just like the feeling of the freaking like the wood kind of swaying after you hit it, or like after you do each one, and then the sound of the like wood hitting the wood. I feel like that was like that makes like I don't know. Never mind. But you know what was the original? Okay, so you're gonna have to help me out on this one. So there was this like toy before. It was a plastic bag, kind of like shaped into itself, and it had like a hole all the way through. And then there's like liquid inside the bag, I guess. And you could you could hold it like that, and it would kind of come out. Because because you weren't gripping the liquid, you were gripping the outside of the bag. Yeah. So I guess the way to look at it, the inside of the bag was heavy, so it would come out, while the outside of the bag would roll up, and then you would have to like hold it like that.
I've never seen that in my life, dude. I mean, like, I understand what you're saying, but like I've like deadass never seen that like anywhere.
Let me see this. I know for a fact you've seen those because everyone has seen those freaking things. But like I've made this joke about it to like you and I think some other friends, but I forgot. But I was like, I need to get one of those so it doesn't look like I'm using an actual fleshlight.
Dude, I was gonna tell you, but I didn't want to say this. But I was like, it seems what you were describing. I'm like. When he said like it's kind of like a hole and you just kind of go in deeper with like liquid, I'm like, bro, this dude's talking about a flashlight right in front of me or some shit. But yeah, I've never seen that. Like, is it like a Mexico only thing or like in the States?
I mean, like, I don't. Oh shit! Actually, I should probably see to make sure this thing's still on. I just went. Oh fuck. Okay, I think we're good. I mean, I've probably seen like you could probably get it at like the Del Mar Fair or something, but I've only ever seen them in like TJ, so I don't know.
I don't go to TJ that often, bro. Like, even when I go like to Oaxaca or whatever, like I'd rather go through the CBX because honestly, I'm kind of scared of TJ, bro.
Dude, honestly, CBX has got to be like one of the best inventions ever.
Honestly, man.
Dude, actually, we went to TJ last weekend for my dad's birthday, and fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Anyways, I was gonna say like a good thing about the CBX is I can literally have my illegal friend drop me off there, you know, because before like you can't ask an illegal friend to like take you to TJ because obviously they're not gonna come back. But like, yeah, dude, like fucking my friends like Joel's been coming in clutch with that, like dropping me off there and be like,
can't say Joel's
fuck, dude, bro. But did you hear about that DACA shit or some shit?
No.
I don't know. I think they're taking it off or something. I don't know. Some shit like that. I don't know, like, cause yesterday his mom told me like that they were taking it off for good or some shit, and then like today she told me that it wasn't for good. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but yeah, like. I don't know, man. Thank God I'm fucking. Thank God I was born.
legal.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna speak on that.
Yeah.
But I think they tried doing that like while Trump was in office. But I don't know.
Yeah, I do remember that, but yeah.
Yeah, because I remember like David Dobrik, I think, was talking about it for a while.
I don't know what the fuck he's from, but yeah, he's not from here.
I think he's like Slovakian or something.
That's really weird.
But no. But what I was gonna say about like CBX and everything, I went to TJ yesterday, and oh, fun fact, actually, I had a panic attack in line one time, like recently. No, it sucked because I had okay. So Monica and I went to TJ for just kind of like a get together with my family, and I had a panic attack in line for some reason. I don't know why. I just started like crying and like screaming. And like my heart was racing and I thought I was going to die and everything, but it was scary. And then after that, we went to TJ for Mother's Day with her aunts.
Yeah.
So they could get like facials and everything. and we had to go through the normal lane, not the ready lane, because some of them didn't have their passports and everything. They were like crossing with like their birth certificates and their ID. It was a fucking 10-hour wait. So we got there at 8 p.m. on fucking the 13th or something like that, and we crossed finally at 6 a.m. the next day. I was so pissed. And I had like 2 panic attacks while that whole time. Or I don't know if it was like one consecutive panic attack. But like, oh my God, I was pissed. And I think I slept for like 2 hours that night.
Fuck, man. Yeah. That's just fucking 10 hours, bro. That shit sucks. Cause you're literally just in the car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, you would need to be like moving or some shit just to like not be like fucking. I can see how you got a panic attack, dude. Cause like you're literally just in a fucking car like with other people and like you're just kind of like right there for like fucking hours, bro. Like, I think I just recall one time I ever got a panic attack, which was pretty. It was really random, like, cause I was just driving home from my aunt's house, and like I was at a light, and then like I don't know, I just kind of like started like hyperventilating and shit, you know, just kind of like breathing like really fast and shit, and I was just like I just kind of like got scared like after like when it was happening for like 5 seconds and shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like I'm about to have a panic attack like in the fucking street. Yeah, bro. So like I literally just kind of like fucking. I was at a red light when this happened, and then like I just kind of once the light turned green, I just kind of like pulled over to like the side just to kind of like fucking just to breathe and like get my fucking establish myself. But yeah, dude, that shit was crazy. Honestly, I thought I would have like a panic attack or just kind of like a fucking like just kind of like an outburst like during boot camp, dude. Cause that shit was fucking like there was times where I would just kind of like fucking or like I remember specifically one time where there was this like I was just kind of in formation like on the parade deck, and literally like I was getting yelled at like by fucking like other fucking drill instructors from a different company. They were calling me shit, and I was just like in my head I'm like, bro, just like I was thinking I'm like, bro, just like fucking just run, dude. Like I don't know what the like not even I don't know where, just kind of like fucking like they'd be like like I can't fucking take this no more, and just kind of like just run or some shit, dude. Cause like fuck, dude. No, we sadly didn't have fucking magazines at that time. But dude, like that, yeah. By the way, I'm not fucking actually in the military because I fucking dropped out because fucking pussy ass bitch.
Yeah,
dude, but I mean, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea, man. But yeah, shit's fucking tough. If you're in the military, man, like props to you. But fuck that shit, man. Shit ain't for me.
No, but dude, panic attacks are freaking weird. So I've had like now I've had 4 panic attacks now. I actually thought I was gonna have a panic attack today, but get this shit. I think so. I think I'm like allergic to nicotine.
Nah, you just a bitch.
I guess so. But
like a you problem, man.
But so 2 of the panic attacks that I've had were like for no reason. Well, no. Sorry. 2 of the panic attacks that I've had were like for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And then 2 of the other panic attacks I've had were just in the border. And I don't know if that is like, I guess I don't know if that's like one of those no reason panic attacks.
I feel like there's kind of reason because you're like, like I mean, even though you're like a citizen of the U.S. and shit, like going through the border is kind of like nerve wracking sometimes because like sometimes you get like the chill guys that are like, oh, like you guys are good, go, and then sometimes you get like the guy that's asking like more questions than he really needs to, he's like, oh, so where do you guys got here? And I'm like, oh, like where you guys from? And like, I mean, I understand it to a degree, but like, I mean, sometimes like they be asking too many questions and shit. Like,
I mean, I don't know if it's just because I'm white, but most of the guys that I get are usually kind of chill. Maybe just that I'm goddamn sexy.
you not gonna lie, man, you are.
Shut the hell up. No, but well, I guess all panic attacks have a reason. I don't know. It's like from what I've heard that people that have like anxiety sometimes they just get panic attacks for like almost no reason. Like they get too caught up in their head and they're like like just standing there or whatever, or just like driving. But like yeah, I had one panic attack in line, but it was so annoying because when it happened, it was because I was trying to get into the ready lane, and first I went into the one that I usually go to, and I was like, oh shit, this thing's long, I'm gonna be stuck here for like 3 hours. And then I went to the next one because the way that like you have to enter to it, it's kind of like annoying. So I had to go through the next one, and I was like, fuck, it's even longer. So then I had to go through the next one, and mind you, every single time that you kind of try to go through, if you're not going in that way, then you have to come all the way around and then come all the way back up and then go through the next exit. And then finally I went through this like last one, and it was still longer than that. And I wasn't going to try to cut in. I was just trying to like deal with the line. So it was longer than that. And then I was like, fuck. But mind you, like during all this, I was already having a panic attack. So like I'm like crying and driving and screaming all the way across, being like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why is it so long? I'm gonna be stuck here forever. And then I'm coming all the way back up. And then I get into this like little area where there's like almost no road. I'm not trying to be racist, but it isn't TJ. It's because I have to go like all the way around and then come all the way back up. And then once I got in line, I kind of calmed down. But that whole time that I was like doing those circles, I was stressing out. But it was just, but like one of the reasons was because one time we went to TJ. I don't think you were there. When we went to Coco Bongo. I fucking got pulled. So it was like 3:00 at night. That's when you got pulled over. Yeah, I fucking got pulled over because this. Well, at the time I didn't know it was a cop, but this cop like pulls me over, and then like he's just driving kind of slow, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna pull up in front of him on the freeway. It's not really like a actual freeway like in the United States, but like just kind of the highway right there. And I pull up in front of him. The only thing that I do like kind of speed off, pretty fast, just because he's coming like kind of slow, but not slow enough for me to just pull in. So he like pulls me over. He sees that I'm white, and then he's like, oh, he does his whole routine. Like, I'm gonna have to fucking tow your car. I need to breathalyze you, this and that, or I can help you out. And then it was funny because I was like, yeah, like I'll take some help, And he's like, okay, well, you're gonna have to pay the fuck, what is it called? You're gonna have to pay the ticket. And I was like, okay, cool, like how much is the ticket? And then he's like, how much you got? And then I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know if I have it like enough to pay the ticket. And he's like, well, do you have enough to pay the ticket? And I was like, well, how much is the ticket? And it's funny because he like rolls his eyes and like does it like a look up. You can tell that he's like frustrated that I don't know what exactly he's saying, and that like you can tell that he's just trying to think of a fucking number that doesn't sound like outrageous and fucking like not too low but like not too high. Yeah. But I'm sure he was like going higher than he would have. But mind you, I just got fucking paid like a couple days ago. So you were strapped. So I was strapped. He fucking ends up saying $150. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I've never like had to deal with that. Oh, damn it. Hold up. Oh, I just took a picture. Right. Clap. Yeah. All right. Mind you, I've never had to deal with like that situation, like in my life besides that one time. So I'm like, fuck, like I guess I just have to pay it. Mind you, I do have like I have like $300 at this time. So I'm like, damn it, fuck, okay, like let me see what I can do. Like I only have $100. I only showed him that I had $100, and then he was like, it's $150, and I was like, dude, I only have $150, and he was like, well, you got some friends in the car, ask them if they have money, and I was like, and then because I gave Gabe all my cash, I was like, just give me $100 just in case, I guess. And I was like, Gabe, I guess you're just gonna have to give me the other $100. And then he just hands it to me, and I go, sir, I only have $200. And then he's like flirting with one of the girls that are in there. Well, I would say it was flirting. I don't know if you would consider it flirting, just because he was like talking to her and she was like yelling at him, but he was kind of like laughing and cracking jokes after that. Because mind you, I mean, he got paid, and I'm sure that like $200 in one night is probably like double. Yeah, like double that he makes in like a week or something like that. Not trying to, oh shit, it's my bedtime. Not trying to say that like, not trying to say anything. But yeah, like I'm sure he got like a good night because he was happy after that, like you could tell. And it was funny because I'm like, I only have $200, and he turns to me, he's like, put the money in the car. But I didn't really understand him because they were all yelling, and like I think he had like sirens on or something like that, and I was like, huh? And then he fucking gets up, turns around, he's like, put the money in the car, and I'm like, ooh. So I like run away. In, like, the police car? Yeah. Probably because they have like cameras and shit like that.
Oh yeah, because I have a few like stories about bribing cops and shit in Mexico.
Do you really?
Yeah, dude, I've been there for like I was there for like 11.
I know, but motherfucker, you never brought it up. I didn't know that.
But like yeah, like after your story,
well, I mean that was pretty much it. Like he just want to go, like is all happy. We get to the fucking border. I have to drive home. Dude, this is fucking one of the things that like frustrates me so much. I'm always the DD, and it's so annoying. That's all.
That's well, you're always a DD because, well, like now especially more than like before. Like you don't. I mean, you drink, but like you don't really like drink.
That's no fucking excuse. Because I still drink when I'm the DD, and like I always tell everyone. Because I know that they always try to pin it on me at the end. I always tell everyone, like, I'm drinking tonight. I'm not fucking driving. Like, I tell Monica that. I've always told, like, Danny and Gabe that and everything. And I'm like, I'm not fucking driving today. Like, okay? I'm not fucking driving today. I'm drinking. So I'm not going to get behind the fucking wheel.
See, the problem with you is when you bring your car, it's standard. So nobody else, I'm pretty sure nobody else in like our friend group besides you and me, Gabe barely knows. So like, literally, if you ever bring your car, it's kind of always gonna be you because it's gonna be like, oh well, who knows how to drive stick, Well,
that time I kind of knew that I was gonna be the DD.
Yeah.
But it was just frustrating. No, but it was funny because this 4th of July, I went with my cousins and Monica. And then I told Monica, the only reason that I'm going out today, because I was like super tired. I was like, because I'm going to get fucked up and I'm not driving. And I want you to know that I'm not going to drive home and I'm going to get really drunk. All right. And then she was like, okay, and then we like messaged my cousins, and my cousin says that she's able to drive. Yeah. And then I'm like, sick. Okay. Monica still says that she's not going to drink just in case she needs to drive.
She always says that, I feel like.
She fucking got drunk. My cousin got drunk. My other cousin got drunk. I got drunk, but I was like, my will to get sober was so freaking like intense to the point where I was still pretty drunk. Like when I got behind, don't do this. But I needed to get home because I had work in the morning too. And it was already like 3:00. So I was like, fuck. And we weren't even in my car. We were in my cousin's car. And I was like, fuck. So I had to drive home from San Diego all the way. I actually called you that on the 4th of July. I called you at like 3 in the morning, but you didn't answer, which is fine. So I like called you to be like, bro, I need you to pick me up because I had left my keys inside her car and she ran off with my cousin, or I mean, like my cousin ran off with my cousin. And they were like, they got lost or something, and somehow I found their car. So I like called you and I was like, bro, like I need you to come pick me up or something, but you didn't answer. So fucking whatever, I guess. True homies, I guess.
I would have, but like honestly, I don't remember.
No, it's fine. But well, I just like called you, and then when it got to voicemail, I just hung up. I didn't leave a voicemail or anything like that. But yeah, I had even though my cousin said that she was able to drive, and Monica said she was gonna be able to drive because she's not drinking. Both of them fucking fucked it up, and I still had to end up driving, and that's happened a couple times with Danny. And then the only time where I like didn't drive was when we went to Danny's like my car. Remember?
Yeah, well, I don't think I was there. I think I was in Mexico.
Were you really?
I don't even know. I don't think I was there.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Gabe had to drive my car, freaking not knowing. Like, so I pretty much just taught him how to drive stick shift while I was drunk.
I mean, yeah. Anyways, back onto the bribes, alright? Because I do got a few stories about that shit.
What time is it?
It's like 9:20.
Sick. I thought it was like 10 o'clock already.
But yeah, so I was in Mexico for like almost a year, like in 2019, right before COVID hit. But yeah, so over there, we live like probably like 45 minutes from the city, and my dad drives like a fucking an old school Nissan like pickup truck. Yeah. He had one before, but it got stolen, so he had to buy another one. Did
it just get stolen like out of nowhere, or?
Yeah, like it was parked out in the street, like I mean like in front of our house, but like in the street, and like it got fucking robbed, you know, like literally like. Yeah, you gotta park your shit, man, like inside or somewhere. But yeah, so he had to get a new one. But the thing was, like, he didn't like pay for the fucking like the registration. Like, I don't know how the registration shit works there, but like, I'm not sure if it was under his name or like it was like kind of like a temporary thing. But like, so every time we would go to the city, bro, like literally like right after the airport, like there's always fucking cops like posted, and like, bro, like I kid you not, like. Throughout the week, because we would go there like probably like 4 or 5 times a week, like every week, bro, like we'd get pulled over like at least one time and shit. And fucking yeah, dude, like so I'm not sure if it's like the cops are like different about the bribes over down in Oaxaca than in TJ, but over there they're just kind of like, you know, like they ask for the stuff, you know, like if you're good they'll let you go, you know, like they'll be like, all right, there's, you know. But like I mean, yeah, if they see like any small shit like his registration was like kind of like wrong, like so they'd be like, oh well, like, you know, like we're gonna have to like call the we're gonna have to call the grua and like and all this, or is there like, or like, you know, like, or can you think, well they don't say that, like down there, like they don't like say bribe, they don't like say, they're like very nonchalant about it. They're like, unless you can like think of another way like to, you know, like, and then you're like, and then you're like, my dad like God no, but like my dad's like very like fucking, he's cool about it, bro, like he's fucking smooth on that shit. He'll be like it kind of makes me laugh sometimes, bro, just because the way that he like kind of changes his persona a little bit, his demeanor. He just kind of like I'll say it in Spanish because that's how I hear it from him, but he'd be like, señor, es que apenas estamos de acabar de la chamba, pues solo del día, pues solo tengo 50 o lo que sea. So then hold on.
Let me just say, even though that was in Spanish, you still wouldn't be able to understand it.
Like they wouldn't?
Yeah, because it wasn't good. I'm just kidding.
Pretty much saying they're like, oh, we like, you know, like I just got the day's pay from like the work, you know, we just got off work, I just got paid like for the day and shit, you know, like I still gotta pay like my workers and shit. And then like they're just kind of like, you know, they're still pushing, they're like, oh, I mean, you know, like it's either that or like we call the tow truck. And so like they have like a so the registration, my dad has it like in a manila folder. And then so like because there's always like 2 or 3 cops that are together, and I'm not sure if they have like the cameras or not, but like well, not like at the windshield or the window, but like there's 2 like at the cop car in front or behind us. And so like my dad just kind of like opens up the folder, kind of puts the fucking 50 pesos, the 100 pesos or whatever, puts it in there, and then like tells him like, oh, like, can you check again? Like, I think everything's good, and then the cop opens it, gets the bribe nonchalantly. He's like, all right, yeah, you guys are good to go. Just get that fixed. And like, dude, like my dad was like that for a fucking like a good few months, and then finally he's like, all right, like we bought a new car, and like that was like registered under my brother's name, and then like at that time he's like, all right, like I'm gonna just register the truck under my name. Like, dude, ever since that we still gotten pulled over, but like now since the registration is like fucking good and shit, like they're like, all right, you guys are good to go. But I remember there was this one time where like this I think my dad didn't have fucking like cash on him, and I didn't either, which like over there, like I always kind of like just left my cash at home, because like literally I never fucking bought shit. So like literally he didn't have anything and I didn't have anything, and I was like, fuck, bro. And then like like the cops is like really pushing it. He's like, yo, like I'm gonna have to call the like tow truck. And then my dad's like, all right, like dude, like I'll go to the bank, get the fucking money, come back. And then he's like, the cops like, no, like like they all say that, and then they just leave, and like they never come back. So like my dad's like, listen, I'll leave my driver's license here, like, because I'm gonna have to come back for that, like regardless, like. And like the cop was still pushing, bro, but like in the end he's like, all right, like go there, and like you got like 20 minutes or some shit to come back. So we go like we drive down the road to like to a bank. My dad withdraws cash. He comes back, like the guy wanted like 200 pesos, bro, like, which it's not like, it's $10, right? Yeah. It's like $10, but like I mean down there, like, yeah, dude, like that cop he had a good day that day, man. Like 200 pesos, bro, like goddamn.
I think that's like a daily wage for like some of the employees down
there. I think in a day some people like, I think the normal thing is like 200 to 250 pesos a day, bro. Which when you really look at it, it's not a lot, dude.
I remember my stepsister was working at a cafe down there in TJ, to top it off, like right next to the beach. I think she was working like part-time, and she was only making like $5 a day, just because it's fucking TJ. Yeah. And then maybe she was getting like tips on top of that, but I mean, like, how much can the tips be? Like 10 pesos, 20 pesos, $1, 50 cents. So like, dude, and then I remember we would all like make fun of her just a little bit, just because she's like a citizen here in the United States. Yeah, so I mean, like, she would have to make the drive or the walk or whatever. But I mean, if you cross like San Isidro, there's a place like right there, and then if you get the ready lane, it's like quick, But and then she wouldn't even waste money on gas or anything like that, and then she would make like what, 10 times that amount. But oh, actually, let me finish my other story real quick, because I totally forgot this one part. When he told me to leave the money in the car, he had told me that the fee was 150 and I only had $200.
So you asked for change.
Yeah, so I asked for change, and then he looked at me and he was like, change, but like in Spanish. He was like, cambio. And then I was like, yeah. And then he was like, that's when he was like, put the money in the car. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm losing $50 on top of the 150 that I'm already losing. Great. No, but it was nice because Gabe and like Monica and Danny ended up giving me like a couple bucks. So I only lost like $50, something like that.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, but it was whatever. Yeah. But what's another? Oh, actually, another freaking motherfucker story too. Monica and I went to Mexico, and then on our way from Tulancingo to Mexico City, At the end of it, at the very end, when I got into Mexico City, I was on the freeway just kind of cruising. Like Waze, the like GPS thing said like 20 minutes away. I fucking get pulled over on the freeway. Dude, and then the guy told me that I was going like 13 kilometers above the speed limit. You know how much 13 kilometers is?
Hold on, let me think.
You got 5 seconds. This is getting boring real quick.
Hold on, it's fucking. Hold on. Give me a quick second. You said 13?
Yeah.
That's like 8 miles.
No, it's like 2 miles.
13 kilometers?
I think so, yeah. 2 or like 4 or something like that.
13K.
I don't fucking know. Well, whatever. I calculated it with like Siri, and she ended up telling me that it was like 4 or what did you say? 8?
Yeah, like 8.
It might have been like 8 miles, or I feel like it was like 4 though.
Like,
But
under 10 miles though, yeah.
yeah. So, and he fucking pulls me over because I was going that like so many miles under the or above the speed limit, and it was what?
You were going so many kilometers.
Oh yeah, so many kilometers above the speed limit, and but it was frustrating because I was just driving behind the guy in front of me. You know, I wasn't trying to cut him off or anything. I was literally just cruising behind him because those freeways get freaking packed. So it's not like I'm gonna try to do some crazy ass, Fast and Furious type shit. So so he tells me, and then I ask him like, oh, how much can I go above the speed limit so I would be able to kind of keep in that range, And then he's like, you can't go over the speed limit. I'm like, everyone is going over the speed limit.
You're like, you could have stopped the guy in front of me, but he fucking stopped me and shit.
Yeah, like I know it's because I'm white. I mean, I don't know 100%, so I'm not gonna say that I do know. But come on,
You see a white guy in Mexico, you're like, oh, that guy's got money.
No, but I was acting like such a bitch though because he was
Because you are.
yeah. So he was he was doing kind of the same thing where it's like, oh, like I can help you, And then I wasn't understanding what he was saying. I was like, yeah, like help me, leave me off with a warning or something. That's what I thought he meant, like with help. And he was like, do you want my help? And I'm like, yeah, I'd love your help, thanks. And then he's like, no, like I can help you, but you have to help me. And I was like, okay, what do you need help with?
See, like that's the thing. Like I feel like you don't understand how like the bribes work, man. They're not gonna be like, gotta fucking give me money. It's a fucking bribe, bro. You gotta read the room, man. Obviously, he pulled you over. He's like, oh, like I can help you, but you gotta help me. Like, bitch, that's a fucking bribe. He's asking for money without asking for the money. Like, you gotta fucking put 2 and 2 together, man.
Hey, but he said that like after 5 minutes or like 5 or 10 times of saying, I can help you. Do you want my help? I can help you.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's the fucking cue to be like,
I know.
Yeah, like here's like 200. I wouldn't say 200 pesos. That's a fuck ton. That guy would probably like try to get you fucking to get more.
Dude, he was asking for 1,000.
Pesos?
Yeah, and I was acting like such a bitch because I wanted to pull out. I had 550 pesos, and I wanted to pull out just 50. I accidentally pull up the 500 bill, and I'm like, this is literally all I have. I wasn't like, I didn't want to tell him I didn't, but I did want. I didn't tell him, but I wanted to tell him. I wanted to tell him like, this is literally all I have. Wait, fuck. I lost my train of thought. No, cuz he yeah, sorry. Let me just I do the same thing. I'm like, how, like he's like, you can pay the fee or something like that. I forgot what he said. Kind of like the same thing. I was like, fuck, Emmanuel. Come on, blow it that way. He asked me or if I wanted to pay the fee or whatever it was. And I was like, sure, how much is the fee? He fucking tells me like 1,200 pesos or something like that. And I pull out the like 500 on accident. Mind you, I'm like fucking trembling at this point, because I'm like in the fucking middle of nowhere in Mexico. And like, I don't have, like, I have my aunt's contact, but what is she gonna do, So I'm like trembling. That's honestly why I pulled out the 500. So I pulled out like the 500 and I was like, this is all I have. And then he's like, come on. Tú eres americano. Like, you're American. I know you have more. And I was like, we're driving like on our way to Mexico City, pretty much to the airport. Like, this is literally all I have. You know, like, I don't have any more money than this. And then he was like, you can't like ask someone to like send you money or something like that. I'm like, this is all I have. Like, I don't know what you want me to say, you know?
Like, send me money. What, you got cash app?
You got cash app? So, and he was like, all right, well, just like, don't fucking do it next time. And I was pissed. I was livid after that. And then I had to blow some steam, blow my load. So no, just kidding. No, I had to like pull over at like an Oxxo and just kind of like yell at Monica. No, not like actually like yell at Monica, but I was just like, oh, that's so annoying. Like, why the fuck would it, like, do they do that? That shit's so annoying. But yeah, then I got to Mexico and it was fun. That's all.
I feel like if you ever go to Mexico, go with someone that knows Mexico.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it can be a good like time, you know, but
it can also be a really shitty time.
Yeah, dude. Like, honestly, like, you'll be having like a good ass fucking time, and like some shit will happen, and like it can change real fucking quick, man. That shit kind of sucks.
Have you seen those fucking videos where like, I saw this one video where this guy was in freaking... We should probably wrap this up soon, by the way, because it's already 9:30, so we've probably been going for like an hour and a half. But or actually not even. We've been going for like an hour. Yeah, but there's this video that I've seen where this guy, these freaking like 3 or 4 cars pull up kind of like right in front of him, and they all try to block him in, but the guy ends up like going around. Yeah. That shit's crazy, dude. Bro, yeah. I would literally shit my pants if that happened.
Yeah, dude. I'm not sure if it's the same one that you're talking about, but
it's like at night. No, the one that I saw was at night for sure.
I don't remember if it was during the day or at night, but like, yeah, I saw like yeah, dude, like there was like they just kind of like blocked the fucking road, and then like, so the guy like I think he was in a truck, he like just goes over the fucking what the fuck is the thing in the middle called?
The like divider.
Yeah, the divider. He goes over that shit and just like pulls a U-turn and just I'm guessing he just went back to the fucking U.S., man. And I'm like, bro, that shit's fucking scary, man, because that ain't cops, bro. Like, yeah. That's you know who, man. I don't even want to say the name, and like, I don't even want to get mentioned on that shit, bro. But
no, dude.
Scary as fuck, bro. Like, that's my fucking nightmare. Like, in Mexico, bro. I'm like, bro, like, the cartel's gonna fucking stop my family, and we're just gonna be there, and we're gonna like, I don't know what the fuck happens to those people, man. Like, I don't know. They fucking like.
Dude, some shit that I always get scared at. Monica literally receives like calls and death threats about like her mom and her little siblings.
Does she really?
Yeah, because like they're trying to like get money from her. Yeah. Or like she'll receive calls from like ladies trying to act as her mom, being like, mija, llevaron a nuestros niños or something like that. Being like, oh, necesitamos dinero, this and that. And then she'll like literally get those fucking phone calls sometimes and being like, oh shit, I know.
Cause like, I mean, you can't be like, oh, like, oh, like, you know, like, you can't like, oh, let me call my mom to see if it's actually, you know, like, cause, you know, they really put the pressure on you, like, on those phone calls. But dude, that's fucking wild. Cause I do hear that people get those calls, but like, I haven't really had that happen to me, you know. But I know I think my mom, like, and my friend's mom, Joel's mom, has gotten calls where like, there's people, like you said, like, that pretend to be like a family member, some shit, like asking for money. And the way that they always start it, so like if you ever get a call like this, they always like, oh, like, ¿cómo está? And they'll like, you'll be like, oh, who's this? And they'll be like, ¿no te recuerdas? Like, you don't remember me? Like, yeah. I'm your cousin or whatever. And then like, don't you remember? And then like, what cousin? You know? And they're like, you don't remember me? You know, like, they're like, you know, it's like, bro, like,
you son of a bitch. Send me $100 because you don't remember me.
Yeah, dude. And it's like, those ones, like, you know, like, it's you can kind of like fuck with them. Yeah. You know, like, oh, you're like my cousin Andrew. Like, yeah, I don't have a cousin Andrew. Yeah. Yeah. But like, yeah, dude, like, the ones that, dude, like, that's really scary, man. I couldn't imagine, dude. Like, I'd honestly like fucking freak out on that shit, bro, because like, dog, that shit's fucking terrifying. Yeah. But yeah.
No, I know. Like, well, I don't. She doesn't do it on like. She doesn't get it on like a daily basis.
No, yeah.
It's. I mean, or like not even like super often. But she's gotten them a few times, like twice maybe or 3 times, and then I think she's like realized that like it happens and kind of like she kind of like knows when to like kind of because her mom like texts her and calls her all the time. So if something would have happened, she would have like found out sooner.
Yeah.
You know. And she can kind of like recognize it before, but I remember like the first few times or like the first time she was kind of like scared about it. But yeah, it's like one of those things where she like called her mom right away and was like, oh fuck, it wasn't you, thank God. But dude, freaking if you go to Mexico, keep your shit on lock, bro. And don't be a bitch like me. Because if they say they want a bribe, then lowball them. As I found out.
20 pesos, man.
No, as I friggin' found out today, like if they ask for a bribe, they're like, I can help you. Be like, I got 50 pesos on deck right now. And they're probably more likely to take that than to ask you for fucking like $200.
Yeah.
So I had this friend at Audi. He said that he went to go clubbing in TJ. Mind you, like 4 or 5, there was like 5 people in one car, and I think like only one of them spoke Spanish. So I guess the story that he told me is that some guy pulled him over and then did kind of like that whole thing, and the guy and his friend was like, bro, all we got is $20 in this car. You can either take the $20 and go, or we're gonna have to take it to the ground. Like he said that like we're gonna have to scrap for it then, because like I don't have anything else, and the guy just ended up leaving with the $20 or whatever. So that's always a way to go if you have a bunch of people in the car.
Don't the cops have guns though? Like he'd be like, all right, like fucking.
All right. Kills all 5 of them right there. But I don't think they'd do that and take the $20. No, but I don't think they would take it to that extreme. But I'm sure that like, not to make a good day harder.
Yeah, that
Fuck it, whatever. $20 is $20. That's what I make in a day, anyways. Just kidding, but yeah. All right, I think we should probably wrap this up because I also have to go to the gym right now. It's already 9:41, and I have to fucking drop you off. I'm just kidding. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune into the next one, and we'll see you whenever we see you. Maybe we'll never do this again, but whatever.
We'll probably be talking about drugs. I feel like we have a lot of stories on that.
That's true. Drugs in high school is the next one, I guess.
Fuck, man.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Adios.